Hello, I hope you are very well from where you are watching me from. It's been long. I've missed even talking to you. And if you're new here, I take this opportunity to welcome you. This is Surrendered with me, Rachel Kimani. That's actually my name. And we are about relationships. We are about marriages because God is about those things. If there is something I know that we will be enjoying in heaven, it is the fellowship of God's people. We have to practice having good relationships here. We have to be positive, and I just want you to know God is for you and your relationships. For the people who have been the support, God using you to pray, to share, to subscribe, to tell somebody. In case you are struggling, surrender it to the Lord. Thank you very much. In today's segment, I want to talk to a young wife. In fact, I could call it the Young Wife series. Why do I call it the Young Wife series? I have been married for 23 now. This is my 24th year being married to one man, the same house, seeing him every day. So I think I have a point that I can make to you because you're a young wife. Some things that I wish I knew, some things that I was told and I ignored, they work. The tips you get from an older woman, and not just an older woman who is following the Lord Jesus Christ can help you. It can save you trouble. I do not want you to go into problems because you were not told. But because you're watching me, I want you not to do some things that I will mention here today. Number one, do not fail to see the good in your young husband. Can I repeat that? Do not fail to see the good in your young husband. Why am I telling you this? When you are dating, when you are courting, you saw everything good. That is why you decided he's the best man above all men. He's the best one, he stood out. There are things that happen when you get married. Because you've never been married before, and in courtship, we are all at our optimum best, right? But when you enter into the family, you start seeing, Kumbe is not always smart. Kumbe at home, he can wear common clothes because when you're dating, he's smartest. But your husband is an ordinary man. So when you're at home, you see the same person that you used to see, but you don't see the good in him. You start complaining, you start thinking, now you are not the person that I saw. I'm confirming he's the person that you saw. It is just that you have some hangovers when you're crossing over home. Because when he's at home, he will come, he will be tired, he will be in low mood once in a while. He will not maybe do everything as he did when you're in courtship. Does that mean he has become bad? No. We adjust ourselves so that we can fit into the marriage relationship that God gave us. We will lack. Sometimes your young husband will be looking for a job like the whole day, and he comes back and you ask, so what happened? He tells you things are looking up, and he's looking out to be the head of your family. Well, I got some promises here. Well, I'm expecting something. And you can hear this over and over again before he gets to where you planned to get. While you are here, don't see bad. Don't see him as a bad person. There are men who sit at home. They don't go looking out for jobs. They don't talk to anybody about their situations. But yours is going outside there. It's only that he's coming back without a job. Very soon, he'll come back bringing in the sheaves and he will be full. Number two, I was once young. Now I'm a little bit older as a wife. Do not over-expect. Very important. One of the killers of every relationship, and especially for a young wife, it is over-expecting your husband to do things that you yourself are unable to do. Do you know? Because women, we can do so many things together at the same time. Severally, we expect a man to do over and beyond what we ourselves can do. Do not over-expect your husband to do. Sometimes I have sat down and I have thought, wow, the things that a woman can want from a man, sometimes even an angel, when he's sent, he'll have a challenge delivering that. Please know, God is your deliverer. God is the one who supplies everything you want in your young husband. So what do? Expect and refocus your expectation from your young husband to the Lord who is the Lord over your husband. Some of these things we have learned them anyway from what we were told. Some of the things we have heard, they are all lies. That, oh, he will be Mr. Everything. He will do everything. He can do all things. Yes, he will do all things. He can do anything that you actually have dreamt of when it is viable, when it is within God's will, and especially when he has your support. The thing that you need to stop doing is expecting him to be what you yourself you are unable to be. Stop expecting him to. Maybe you're just 1 year married. He has bought land. He has built a home for you. You're flying out to Dubai, because sometimes you will get married at the same time with your friends, and they start flying out. They start getting those plum jobs. They start having, those cliques. And you're there thinking, is it possible that my husband does not work? No, it is possible he's working. But you're within the season that God has set for you. Stop over-expecting. Just expect what an ordinary person can do. Number 3, this is one of my most important things that I will tell you. If you forget anything in this video, don't forget number 3. Don't fail to pray every day. Did you hear that? Don't fail to pray every day. Sometimes things which are so big, they are minimized when you pray. And why do I say they are minimized? First, because you're not praying to your husband. You're praying to God to do what you feel your family ought to be having. Pray over your husband. Pray over yourself. Sometimes we have gone to the Lord to pray over our husbands, to pray for them. Yes, we will pray for them. But did you know sometimes you're praying for your husband to change instead of praying for yourself to change? When you're seeing everything bad around you, you'll start praying for the people around you. Why don't you begin with yourself? You are a young wife. Your marriage is promising. Your marriage will become big. Just be patient. Pray and ask God to help you to be the best version of that wife you believe God wanted you to be.